Well, we are back again. I think everyone's left now. I don't think anyone's even watching because I have crashed yet again. Getting very frustrating. Because well, to be fair, I wasn't on a very good run anyway, but it's still frustrating because I'm certainly not going to ever finish this challenge if I can't even get to the end. Anyway, we are now, having started streaming with loads of time, and I said we'll definitely get a run in. We are now back to the normal tight timings. So basically, I need to get a shimmy on. But run number 3 of the day. Attempt number 3 of the day. My splits don't say that because I keep crashing and therefore they're not saving. Anyway, let's keep it moving. We were having a really nice chat with someone then, which is a shame. Hopefully they'll find us again. I'm not sure if they followed or not. My animation for new followers is a little bit hit and miss. It's really nice to find people in the community because IRL, I don't know anyone that plays From Software games whatsoever. So, yeah, it's quite niche, isn't it? So, I rely on you lot, which is why I keep saying please say hello, because it would be nice to chat. Hopefully we are able to put together all the things we've learned from the past 2 runs. I mean, we are starting better with the first 4 seconds or 1 minute or whatever. It's that Celia skip, isn't it? What did I say last time? What if I just quit out mid-air? I don't think it's worth the risk. Potential for the future, though. Love that. Love that bow cancel. Come on! Oh no, my backtrack's not even on. So hope nothing really exciting happens before I get a chance to turn that on.
And I can also that you're not. Then why not? I am kind.
Little bit messy, all right. Yeah, I use Stream Elements for my notifications on the, for followers and so on and so forth. And I'm really I feel like a proper millennial when it comes to that software because I cannot understand it whatsoever. And I'm sure there's better ways of doing it. But anyway, it sometimes works when I get a new follower, which is nice. And obviously because I'm not affiliate yet on Twitch or anything like that, all I can get really is followers. Because you can't subscribe yet. I suppose in theory I could get a subscriber on YouTube, but that's never happened. I always stream on YouTube and Twitch, and literally only once has anyone ever watched the stream on YouTube. So I think Twitch is still the one at the minute when it comes to, certainly for Elden Ring for me anyway. I know a lot of the YouTube videos I watch on streaming says that kind of Twitch is dying and YouTube's taking over, but it's not been my experience. I mean, obviously, and we're talking very low numbers for me, so maybe it is applicable when people have got more of a following. Hey, found me again. Yeah, I crashed. I've been having... I don't know if you're into PCs or whether you play on console, but my PC's been causing me so many issues, man. I get random crashes, random blue screens. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. I've reinstalled Windows from scratch. I've changed my RAM twice. I've done DDU on my GPU. Yeah, can't get to the bottom of it. So if you're a PC whiz, let me know. Because it's literally happening kind of every stream. It's hit and miss. Sometimes it'll go for an hour. Sometimes it'll go for like 10 minutes. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Do you know what the worst thing about that is? You weren't in the stream when I was doing this in the last run, but this skip... I don't even know where to go from here. This skip is... I've been struggling to do this skip for absolutely ages, and then that was the best I've ever done it. And then I fell off and didn't get the quit out. I mean, I don't even know where I am at this point. There we are. Jesus Christ! What is going on? It's driving me insane. Why is that second jump not happening? Why is that second jump not happening? Right, double jump. Double jump. Thank you. Jesus, alright. If you loaded a fresh copy of Windows and still have the problem, it must be a hardware problem somewhere, yeah. I mean, logically, you're right. Logically, you are right. But I've got a kind of debug software called Who Crash. So basically, I don't know how much you know about computers, but whenever you crash, obviously, there's a dump file. And I've got an analysis piece of software that basically reads the dump files and tells you what's wrong. And every time it says it's not software, it says it's not hardware. It says it's drivers. But it doesn't say which drivers.
Whereas there is, but I can take gathering plate very well.
But you're right. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it still could be. But I've changed my RAM twice because it's the cheapest thing to change. I don't really want to have to change the CPU or the GPU, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll keep plugging away. ChatGPT, I mean, I use ChatGPT basically for all the troubleshooting these days. And I mean, there could be a memory problem. I've done mem test and that has failed. And I've done mem test and then I bought brand new stick of RAM and it still failed. So that means it could be the DIMM slot on the motherboard, or it could be the memory controller on the CPU. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of them where like it's not affecting me enough to make me want to spend hundreds of pounds. That's the annoying thing about troubleshooting PCs, right? Because if I had loads of spares knocking around, I could just swap it out, test it, and process of elimination. Are you a PC gamer or are you console? Yeah, I guess they're not. There's more steps I've done. I've literally changed the whole motherboard. So I've got a brand new motherboard, brand new RAM, took it apart multiple times, put it back together again. I don't think it's the drive. I thought it was the drive, but then there's a piece of software called Crystal Disk Info, which I'm sure you know about. And that, I've run that, and that says the drives are fine. Yeah, but to be fair, I've got the PS5, and I never turn it on now. I only use it, like, ironically, I only use it for Bloodborne, which you can obviously play on PS4. I mean, the Demon Souls remake, I will say, is spectacular. I use it for that, and that's it. Everything else I'm on PC. What are your PC specs? Have you got a good one? Yeah, I could. I mean, the problem is obviously I need to have. Well, it depends. If I want to stream, then obviously I need all my streaming software. And that there's loads that come with it. Obviously, OBS is the broadcasting software, but I need the splitter that I'm running. Obviously, I've got software for the cameras and the lighting that I use, so it's a bit of a minefield. But I could try that. The other thing is, like, when I'm in safe mode, when I boot into safe mode, it's never crashed. But then, obviously, I'm never in safe mode for that long, so I don't know how indicative that is. But that would suggest to me that it's either a OS issue or a driver issue, because obviously safe mode would use minimal drivers.
Welcome. Well, you please. I'm hungry.
Sorry, I know you've messaged, but I'm just concentrated. I'll have a look in a sec. Shit. And then come on. Yeah, you are right. Yeah. I guess I'm probably just like, don't want to believe that it's, I don't want to believe that it's hardware. That's probably what it is. I'm trying to be ignorant by choice because I don't want to admit it. I guess, like, yeah. I suppose if it's not GPU... Nah, it's definitely not overheating. I use hardware info for that, and my temps are fine. Yeah, if it's not GPU, then obviously I don't want to shell out a lot of money regardless, but that's at least that's the most expensive component, so I hope it's not that. I only built this PC last year as well. That's the thing that's annoying me. And the thing is, it's Intel, and I don't know how into PCs you are, but obviously there was all the issues with the Intel CPUs. I don't have one of those CPUs either, so it won't be that. But it's kind of like, if I'm going to have to rebuild it even slightly, then do I just start again? I mean, I don't have the money to start again, but do you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of on a dead upgrade path anyway, so if I'm having to buy a new CPU, do I just move platforms? But yeah, it cost me like $1.5 grand, and I did it only a year ago, so it's really frustrating. The only thing that I would say makes me think it could be software is I got hacked. I got hacked big time, malware, and everything was completely fucked. And yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, the other thing I could do... Sorry, what I was saying was that I got hacked, and that was kind of the start of the major problems. So that's kind of why I reinstalled Windows from scratch. I basically formatted my hard drive and started again. And then it's never really been the same since. Yeah, the other thing I could do is just go replace every part cheapest first, and so hopefully one of them solves it. Like, I've obviously done the RAM twice, so I'm assuming it's not that. I could do PSU, see if it's that. And then just work my way through. Or I could just take it to a fucking shop. That's what I should probably do. I should probably just take it to a repair shop and be like, you've got spare parts, test them all out for me and tell me what's wrong with it. I guess I just don't want to be without my PC. It's kind of the curse of the PC gamer, isn't it? It's like, I love tinkering with it, and I've loved like moving onto PC because of the mods and everything else, but then you have to deal with this stuff. Yeah. I mean, I might have done that. I'm not confirming or denying, but I might have already done that with some parts. So technically I could, but I guess I'm just worried about, one, it's unethical, and then two, getting caught. And I'll let you figure out which one of those I'm more worried about. But yeah, I could. I think logically, CPU is probably what I should change. Purely based on the fact that I've done the motherboard and I've done the RAM. And I don't think crashing is likely to be a GPU issue, and I've got no other like indication of the GPU failing. There's no tearing, there's nothing else, so I'm gonna just, it's probably the CPU, I would say, if it is hardware. I've got a question for you. Who is your favourite boss of all FromSoft? Mate, they don't eat anything anyway, my kids, so it's fine. It's my wife that I'd have to worry about. Yeesh. Yeah, she's not, she doesn't share my passion for computers, let's say that. But she shares a lot of passions for spending her own lots of money. So she's a typical like MacBook owner who like doesn't do anything on PCs apart from like word processing and Excel and like work, but needed to buy a brand new MacBook, right? She barely uses it, and I try to explain to her all the time that my PC cost literally less than her MacBook, but she doesn't see the logic the same way that I see the logic. Don't hit me. That was a bit close for comfort. This must be close to where you joined me in my last stream, right? Because I think you saw me do a tree sentinel, because that's when you chat for the first time. Don't turn around. Nice. fair. I mean, some of the bosses I've had a ridiculous amount of attempts at, so they definitely stick in my mind. My two favourites are both definitely in Elden Ring though, but I'm not going to say who they are because I don't know if you've fought them yet. Right, lock in, because the boss is about to start. The first 20 minutes of this run is literally just driving around collecting stuff, basically. Yeet. That one's been going well today, actually. That can be a little bit of a finicky strat, that. Yeah, she is one of them for sure. Yeah, she's well, she's definitely she's the hardest boss in the base game. So I think obviously because I like From Software games the same reason you do, because they're hard. Obviously my favourites are always the hardest ones. I've got a video on my channel of on my YouTube. It's I fought her level 1, which I've never done a level 1 run before. And that took me, well, it took me fewer tries actually than my actual favourite boss. That took ages. But yeah, she took me fewer tries than my favourite boss, but it still took a stupid amount of tries. My favourite boss it's in the DLC actually, but I did that one level 1 as well, because I figured I want to do the 2 hardest bosses level 1.
I presume.
And it took me over 250 attempts. I didn't even stream any of that. That was just me on my own. Yeah. I know it was that many because I filmed them all because I knew I wanted to make the video. But yeah, I didn't actually stream any of it. Just me alone in my house. Yeah, it definitely wasn't in one day. It wasn't in one day. It was basically like every night after the kids gone to bed, I did an hour set kind of situation. Yeah, it was intense. It was intense. I wouldn't even say it was worth it, because I think that the video I made has got about 50 views. All that for 50 views. Yeah, I just put, and I made a guide for it as well, I think. And the guide got even less views than just the fight. That was the start of my YouTube journey. And that was when I started streaming, basically, because the video took so long to make, and then I obviously had to learn how to edit because I've never made a video before, and the editing took as long as the video took to film. So I thought to myself, do you know what? I'll just stream, and then I can upload the VODs, and if people like it, great. If not, also great, because I enjoy it. Deja vu, innit, this one. The fucking someone got in my way then as well. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, I think when I started YouTube, I was like, oh, I'll just post a really insightful... Oh. Well, at least it was just the game. I don't know where it's going to spit me out. See where we are. Okay. Lost a bit of time. Right, come on. I've had enough of this. Let's get rid of this guy. Give it to me, for fuck's sake. Didn't get the stagger again. Is it crashing more often? It's not really. Not really. No, it's weird. It'll be like when it crashes, it's like it shits itself for a little bit. Will crash loads over the next sort of hour, like as I'm trying to troubleshoot, as I'm trying to fix it, it will kind of like immediately crash. But then like once it settles down again, it kind of goes back to normal, which is usually like, you know, it'll crash sort of every hour. But that one there, that's not like, I mean, I put that one down just to the game crashing. Which, because that's never happened before. I've literally never had that happen before. is a bad attempt. Where is it? Flipping heck. Oh dear me. Rigaldo, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What is making me question my life choices, this? Radahn's normally not even a difficult one for me. And yet today he's just been causing me no end of problems. Get the riposte again. Now, could you actually come from a normal place for once? Thank you. Oh my god. No, I don't like summoning, but it's the script for this fight requires the summons because they obviously are building up stagger. I mean, look, I tell you what, we're miles behind anyway, and we're not going to finish the run because I'm going to have to jump off stream before I get to the end anyway. So let's try no summons and see what happens. See, you don't get the stagger, that's the thing. Not the one. I appreciate the suggestion though. The thing is, like, this is not normally a difficult fight for me. This is, I would say, it's a first try 70% of the time and a second try most of the other times. Just not my day today, I think, is all it is. But you are right, they do. There's an RNG element to it for sure, because they can just get in your way. Like, they can block you when you'd need to get the riposte off. They can block you so you get hit. But I think it's a little bit RNG. See? Got it. If you get the riposte, it's alright. where the fuck am I? Here we are. Yeah, that, I mean, that what you just saw, that's the script. That's what it's supposed to be.
Wait, I see. I see it now.
How could this was my whole existence?
It's cool. See you in a bit. Right, Margit has been jumpy today. Let's see. Oh, that's better.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must.
That's better.
Tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear. The night, the hand.
Annoyingly, having started this stream with like 3 hours
I would advise again. It's tightly
to go, I'm literally not going to be able to finish this run. And I was like, I'm sure today's the day. Is that weapon the most OP weapon? Nah, definitely not. It's just that it's just optimized for this speed run. It's actually not even the most optimal speed run. So when I started this run, this was like the optimal speed run. And then after I was already like in it, a new kind of strat came about, which, but I'm not going to change now because it took me so long to learn this. I think basically it's just you get it early, and it's easy and it's somber, so it's like easier upgrade path. So it just becomes so perfect for a speed run, basically. It is an OP weapon though, as in I used this one my first playthrough anyway. It's the weapon skill, basically. Like, it's the fact that it's somber upgrade path, which, as I'm sure you know, is way better because you only need 1 stone for each level. And then the other big thing about it is it's one of the few somber weapons that you can buff. So obviously this run uses bleed grease. And the weapon skill just does crazy damage, basically. It's a good stagger build up as well. I'm one of those, like, I'm like a min-maxer, and I'm like, I need to. I basically need to know that I'm min-maxing. I don't know why. So like, I'm a sucker for just like the best weapons. I don't like finding a weapon, trying it out, upgrading it, using all my resources to find out it's shit, you know? What current weapon are you on at the minute? Magic grease this run uses as well, obviously, because I just popped it on my quick bar. I don't know why I'm still doing all the quit outs, because it's good for the in-game time, but it's much slower for real life time, and it's real life when I need to go and pick up my kids, so. Oh. Nope. Normally I'm like, having said what I just said about min-maxing, normally I'm like a dex scrub. I've never been like a big bonk kind of person. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I've always been in all From Software games. I've always been I prefer fast and agile and dodges and everything else. DPS. I hate the kind of like sluggish, slow moving. And also, I kind of, I don't really see the fun in just like press R1 and it like does off the health bar or whatever it is. I prefer it to be like a dance, you know? Yeah, I know. You can't say that though. They're sacrilegious in this community. Everyone calls you a scrub if you're a Dex guy. But they're definitely more fun. It's faster, isn't it? Like jump, dodging, parry time. I like parries as well. Sorry, I don't know why I said parries there, but I love parrying. Parrying would probably be my like absolute favourite way to play. Like after the speed run, I've thought about doing a kind of parry only run, where anything that can be parried, I try and parry. And both my level 1 runs, both my level 1 boss kills for the 2 hard bosses that we were talking about, both of those are parries effectively, because the only way to get the damage is parry and then high crit damage, basically. Otherwise, you just don't have enough damage. But it's so satisfying getting a parry. Yeah, man. Which is ironic because I've played Sekiro. I love Sekiro, but I found it ridiculously hard. Like that for me, by far the hardest From Software game in my opinion. See you later. Well, I hope you saw that before you went, Regaldo, because that's the best I've played since you've been here. Watch this, I bet I get Morgott first time when I haven't got time to carry on the run. Oh, I had it then as well. But anyway, so actually, I'm a little bit relieved I didn't get that first time, because I would have been fuming. And annoyingly, I kind of did, because I was kind of rushing there, knowing that I wasn't going to finish the run anyway. If that was a normal run, I would have taken that a little bit more cautiously. Anyway, we're going to do a few more Morgotts before we have to go. Oh yeah, where are you? I mean, I'm gonna be. It's 4:45 here. Normally I stream a bit later, but I've got to go pick my car up before I pick up my kids, because my car's in the shop, or garage as we say here. Oh, South Africa. I was chatting to someone else from South Africa the other day. Was it you? Have we chatted before? If we have, I'm really sorry I didn't remember. Not today, I mean like a different day. Yeah, I was saying how, well, I work for a gym company basically, and I used to work for a company called Virgin Active. I don't actually work for them anymore. And they're massive in South Africa. So I was talking to that person about the fact I used to work for them, because loads and loads of South Africans would come over from Virgin South Africa and come and work in Virgin UK. Ah, so it was you. Oh, sorry, man, I forgot. But thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. That's one of my favourite things, I guess, about streaming is like if people come watch it again. That was it, yeah. Oh, I can't remember where you said you were from. Was it Durban? Was it Durban? Or am I making that up? I can't remember. Remind me. Yeah, I remember now. Was that in London? I can't remember if we... I do remember you saying that. I just can't remember if you said it was London or not. It was London, wasn't it? Which bit of London were you in? Going to, after this attempt, whether I die or not, I'm going to shoot, mate, because I'm just a little bit concerned. I've got to get to the car and pay for it before the kids, so... Right, one more. One more, that was too quick. SE. Oh, nice. Buying a house in SE is pretty nice. I work in SE, SE1. Hi, Marzen, someone from YouTube. Welcome. You've joined at the worst time, Marzen, or Mazen, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, because I'm about to shoot. But thank you so much for saying hi. Yes, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I gotta pick up the kids. No, I actually don't know Belvedere, Ricardo. Where the hell's Belvedere? I've never even heard of it. I've been in London 18 years, I've never even heard of it. I knew it. Oh, that's very kind of you. I can do it, but I am not doing very well at it right now. But I'm loving the positivity. Right, let's have one more go, and then I'm going to have to shoot. But listen, Marzen, I don't want to be a beggar, but if you drop me a follow or a subscribe, then it'd be great to have you in the stream again in the future. I try and stream every single day. Timings vary because I do shift work, but it's usually around this time. Oh yeah, Dartford, Kent. Yeah, no, so I know that. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. Going to happen. I knew I was going to get the stagger when the knives fell down. Look, Sorry I couldn't finish on a win. But anyway, I'm going to shoot, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for saying hello. Hopefully you can check in again in the future. And we'll be able to chat some more. And Marzon, you may be able to see me die a few more times to a few different bosses. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.